Hello, how are you? I'm mina.amorosi starting another video for our channel vidadesl. And today is a super special tutorial. It's about the most beloved baby body of the moment, Lullabeebs, and the most realistic also for you who want to create a baby avatar. And it's also perfect for newborn babies and the first few months. Come on! Well, in the store you have several panels. On the left is the fat pack that we are going to see today, with all the heads. And also in the store you can buy separately. Yeah, the body and also choose one of the 3 heads. Don't forget to get your free gift, which is this bright little ball. We will also see the shoes for the first slabs and the beautiful frame to put your baby's photo. And the day of his birth, we will also see the hair bases, the feminine hair and the masculine hair in mesh. So let's go from the start.
Mom, wait,
Yuri,
wait.
what does he want so soon?
Mom, you already made this video in Portuguese. Now it's my turn.
It's okay, son. I think you're gonna explain better in English than me, but I will stay with the end, okay?
Now I'll explain you guys how to become a Lullabeebs avatar. So let's go. The packages you'll have to open. You will do this to all these objects that are in the packages. In case if you only bought the body, you will only do it with the package of your body. There's a video teaching how to open packages. Here in the super pack, that is the 3 cups, which you buy at the store. It comes with several items for the 3 bodies, including respective shapes, eyes, skins, and everything else, as well as the 3 heads. But in the pack here comes a body just because you will only need to change the head, the shape, and some other items like skin. It comes with a texture with marking to create an alpha and also the bakes on mesh socks. It comes with the bottle, diaper, alpha to be able to use it with the diaper, the 3 heads, the HUD, also the respective skins, because you have to use a skin compatible with the head you are using. And it comes in 2 versions. There's also an informational card that is good for you to read. Well, let's go from the beginning. Let's pretend you created your account today and you want to become a Lullabeebs baby. Look at that. First, of course, you'll have to take off your entire outfit. Everything you are using to be able to use what you have here. Then you will click take off or withdraw if you are using the official viewer. Now, let's wear the shape. Let's dress Aquarius. We will also wear the skin, which is the skin from the head to toe. And we are also going to dress the body that is from the neck down. It automatically shrinks the shape. We are also going to add the head and texture for the eyes and bakes on mesh. Also the brow shape and this alpha for the head region. See how you hit it? And also one for the eyes. Ready! Now let's add this alpha that will make the region where the diaper will be invisible. Mesh diaper. Just add it to see the belly button. Now, when we change the skin, you will see the change and the difference from one skin to another. That's right, it's the belly button. And look how super realistic it is. Here's the little body with the 3 respective heads and their skins that you'll choose there in the store. Now let's start here. The brow shape you can edit. He will be also responsible for this eye region, and the shape is also editable. You can create a different copy or buy another shape there. This texture here is a texture that will give you the mapping for you to create alphas, which the textures that will leave invisible parts on the baby's body, in case you want to make custom alphas. This other texture here is the socks in Bakes on Mesh. Let's see the bottle. Very cute. Well, you can also customize, and I'm using the Flying Bunny Store skin here. So, let's put the default skin, which is also pretty perfect. Let's add the HUD, and now let's go to the body controls. You click and it will open, and you can also minimize the dash. We have several menus here: animations, extras, alphas, and nails. In animations, you have the option of directing the eye in the middle and also in several directions. Just click and the eye will be directed to where you ended up, of course, in a static. Clicking on the center will be centered and stopped. You also have the option of blinking an eye. Actually, the 0 here will keep your eye closed. The 1. These numbers are not going to be related to the speed at which you blink, but the speed of the interval between one blink and the next. If you put it on 3, it will be a little faster until the next blink. I'll leave it at 2. Now let's go to expressions. You have 3. 1 smiling happy. How cute! Another very sad one. Ideal to use when you are crying and others sleepy. Oh! Let's smile baby. It also has an animation for the mouth when it's time to feed or take the bottle. Very perfect. It also has animations for the hands. This one is relaxed. He's going to have his little hands open in a relaxed way, of course. And this one will keep her hands closed, which is very traditional for newborns. And you will also be able to alternate one hand one way and the other, right and left. The little feet also has a very cute animation. He's wiggling his toes. It also has the reset, and then you undo any animation of both your head and your body. This is also true if you use some other HUD with animation or click on some animation shortcut that runs and your face looks different. Here, there is also animation for the ear to become protruding ears and also to be normal, as it was before. In the Extras tab, you have a lot of stuff, and you have the option to let your eye bake on mesh. Just click on BOM, and you see that as it becomes bake on mesh, it recognized the alpha and became invisible. So you're going to take that alpha, and ready! It is the Bakes on Mesh version. If you want to go back to the classic, it will look like this. So you have to add your eye alpha to hide this really big thing in the classic head eye color option. You have 3. The first, this one, blue. The second, medium brown. And the third, black. I'm going to choose this brown, which is the color of Leo's eyes. It also has the option for you to default the eyelashes. In the belly button option, Innie is for you to give depth, and Outie is for you to leave it elevated to wear Bakes on Mesh clothes. But it also reminds you of the baby's belly button in his first days of life, when it gets higher and then when it heals and stays further inside. In the clothing option, you will also have a button to create an elevation in the foot part, ideal to use with Bakes on Mesh socks. It also has a pose stand for you to use when editing your baby. It's 3. And here at the end, you have the little size button. Look at that. Increase or decrease. And it also has a little button to move the texture up, down, and for the eyes to be closer together or apart. Also have the reset for that part of the eye texture, and it will stay as it was before. Now we go to the Alpha tab, and it has the option of nails. That's right, by clicking you make them disappear and also reappear. Also for the feet, click here. Without nails and with nails. You also have the option of both at the same time. Nails for hands and feet. It also has alphas for the head to hide the ears. To make it appear, also for the eyes. Also for this region of the head, in case you want to use other mesh hair. And for the lashes to disappear and reappear. Also for the teeth, it's one by one. Look at that. For you to do the sequence of when your teeth are coming in, or also by clicking here, you activate and deactivate them all at the same time. Here in the Nails tab, you will have the textures for the fingernails and toenails. In this activated option, you will have to be able to change the textures of your fingernails at the same time. But you can also choose little finger by little finger and also choose if it's left or right hand. You see the respective little finger and you click on the hand you want to modify. And then click on the texture and it will change the specific little finger you choose. You can also do it with the other nails. On the feet, it is also the same process. You can change nail by nail, or you can also change them all at once and use the desired texture. And you can also modify the textures of toenails and fingernails at the same time. Just click on all nails, then choose a texture, both on the top and bottom, and they will all change at the same time. Now let's go to the hair that is super realistic and ideal for little babies, newborns, or just a few months old. In the hair pack, you'll have bakes on mesh textures. Full textures are only 50%. The ideal for textures is that you add not to the views, because otherwise you can replace another previous texture. It turns gray by loading. As we already know. If you don't know what bakes on mesh is and all these textures, you can watch a video here in the card. In addition to these textures, we will also see the mesh hair. That's right. Now you can put it with the respective color and it will be super perfect. Or just use it. Let's add the HUD to customize the hairband color. And this other HUD here, adding it, you're also going to change the hair color. Here, I'm using it without the texture so we can see how it looks. Now let's see the male and also the HUD. You have both options, tidy and messy, with all the colors. Let's see putting the texture. Look at that, it was well filled. Now let's see the pack of alphas, which are textures to make parts invisible to use with mesh clothes. You, by adding, will make invisible. For example here, the arms, the feet, and of course, the different parts. Because here there are several alphas. But if you don't have that ideal alpha, you have that colorful texture. Remember? If you know how to make alpha, you can import here and have your alpha customized for your outfit. Now let's get to what I've been really excited to show you, which is just how to make your little baby cry in such a real way. People, very cool. Here comes the note card with some information. Also comes objects that are to be used with the respective heads. You also add, if you like, the texture, the tear in the texture. The object will have an animated teardrop that will go down. The texture will stay still, and that's why you have to use the respective animated tear for your little head, because it will be perfect in the curves of the cheekbones of the face. By adding the HUD, you will have several textures and you can define which eye you will apply to, right or left, and also the size of the texture, small or large. if you want both eyes at the same time. It also has a button that will put tears in the eyes and also a button that will activate or deactivate the animation of the tears falling. These two buttons you activate and deactivate to appear and disappear the effects of the baby scribe. There is also the pack with all these textures here, only in Bakes on Mesh textures and not applied. Remembering that these Bakes on Mesh textures you have to use with the Bakes on Mesh function activated on the HUD, which we saw at the beginning. Now let's see the shoes too. Look how cute, people. The alpha comes for you to use if you want, which will be the foot region. And also comes another alpha which is used with the mesh socks. It even looks like those christening shoes. Oh, and to make everything more perfect, check out these beautiful frames that you will put your baby's name and also date of birth, and of course, put his picture here.
I'm finalizing this video. I hope that you guys like it. And if you want more videos like this in English and with my sons, you write it in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Mom. Until next time, bye!